Good evening, everyone. I want to talk to you today coming from Romans 12, 1 through 3. So, Romans chapter 12, verses 1 through 3. Today, I want to talk about transform your mind. You got to renew your mind. This is what the Word of God said. He said, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And not be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what that is good and acceptable and perfect will of God. For I say, through the peace given unto me, every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than that he ought to think, but to think soberly, according to the God had dealt to every man the measure of faith. So I just read Romans 12, 1 through 5. And the word said, transform your mind. We have to transform our mind. If we want to be successful in anything in life, you have to transform your mind. You can't think like you thought 10 years ago, 20 years ago, when you was a child, when you was a teenager, you was in your 20s. You can't think like that because the world is evolving all the time. People are changing all the time. Things around you are changing all the time. There's a new day. Every day you wake up, there's a new day. You have to transform your mind. You have to think highly of yourself. That's why we wear anything. That's why we do anything, because we don't think highly of ourselves. And when I say highly of yourself, it doesn't mean that you're better than somebody. The word said, don't think so highly of yourself that you're better than anybody. No, that's not what I'm saying. But you have to think about yourself, where I'm going as a person. How do I see people? How do I speak to people? How I treat people? These are things you have to think about. Every day I wake up, I think about things that's going to make me a better person. Why? Because I want to be better. So you got to renew your mind. You got to want to do better. You have to want things in life and not the things of the world, the things that's going to make you a better person. What's going to make you a better person? That I take care of my body. I go to the doctors. I get checked. I make sure my eyes, my teeth, my skin, my hair, my nails, my toes, my feet, my private parts, all them things are important to make me a better person. Because if I don't do that, then I won't be here long. And I'm no good to help anybody when my body is broke down. We have to change on what we're doing. You don't have to show everything to somebody if you know who you are. See, I know who I am, so I don't have to dress to please the world. See, I dress to please me. And pleasing me no mean I have to show everything to everybody because my body's not meant for everybody. My body's meant for that special person in my life. That's what my body's made for, not for the world. God made Adam and Eve. Eve showed Adam her body. It's meant for Adam. It wasn't meant for the world. So we have to change our mindset, how we think about each other. That's why we kill each other, because we don't think about us. See, we think about what we can get, what we can gain, revenge. You do it to me, I do it to you. I'm going to get you because you got me. You hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you. We have to change our mindset. If we don't change our thinking, we will be like this for the next 10, 20 years. The slaves have to change their mindset for them to get free. They have to change. They couldn't think they'd be a slave all their life. He said, I want to be free. That was in their mind. When they woke up from day one, he said, I don't want to do this no more. I want to be free. And when you think about being free, then see, they was free in their mind. Of course, they were still on the plantation, but their mind was free. God is calling you today to be free. Free your mind. You can put on anything. You can wear anything. You get butt tuck, tummy tucks, lip tuck, nose tuck. You can get all of that all you want to, but if you don't change your mind, all that's nothing. Because people are going to look at you from the outside and say you look cute, you look beautiful, but on inside you're hurting. You're dying inside because you haven't renewed, you haven't changed, you haven't transformed your thinking. You have to transform your thinking. For all of you to be successful, you have to transform your thinking. Success doesn't mean things. It doesn't mean you buy 50 cars, got a mansion, got a private jet, dress up in the finest clothes. It doesn't mean anything. It's your mind's going to determine how high you go. See, success is built on things in the world. But God said, nah, we're in the world, but not of this world. See, the thing is, we want to be of this world. We want to do everything the world is doing. Everything the world is doing, that's what we want to do. So as long as we're making the world happy, we're not happy. Because in order to be happy, number one, you got to know God. You got to know God. Because He created you for Him. So if you don't know Him, you're not going to be happy. I don't want to go to church. I don't believe in no God. Okay, that's all. That's all fine. You can do all of that if you want to. But if you don't know Him, you will not be happy. You can be a billionaire, but you won't be happy. You won't have no joy because you don't know Him. He created you for a purpose, and that's to please Him. It's to please Him, not the world, not some man, not some woman. It's to please Him first. God is first. He said, seek the kingdom. He ain't say seek no wife. He ain't say seek no clothes, no money. He said seek the kingdom of God. And then I will add all this stuff to you. There's nothing wrong with having stuff. There's nothing wrong with having cars and you want a mansion or whatever you want, you can get. But he said seek the kingdom. We have to change our mindset. If we're going to grow as a people, as a person, you must change your mindset. Because if you don't change your mindset, you see where we're going. We're going down a spiral road that, baby, once you get there, it's hell. Yes, it's hell. So we have to change. See, a man is how he thinks. It's how you think. He said, what a man thinks, that's who he is. So if you think you're not about anything, you're not worthy of anything, that's why we accept $4 an hour, $2 an hour, $10 an hour. We accept those things because we don't think highly of ourselves. We don't think we have any value. This stuff has to be preached every Sunday. We got to know just what we are, who we are, and what we are designed to do. We are designed to love each other, to help each other, to pray for one another, to cry together, to smile together. These are things that we are designed to do. He said the greatest things of all of these things is love. Change your mindset. For you to have anything in life, you have to change your mindset. People don't get wealthy because they stay the same. They have to change. They have to change their surroundings. You have to change your mindset. And if we don't do that, we're going to suffer in the end. We're going to be on a cross that no man can save you. We're all going to meet that. We all got our cross to bear. He said, pick up the cross and follow me. You're going to have your cross. Whether you want to or not, whether you believe or not, you're going to have your cross. And when that day comes, I'm not going to be the judge. Your pastor, your mother, your father, your cousin, your great grandmother and grandmothers and all that, they're not going to be the judge. God said, I'm the judge. He said, vengeance is mine. I'm the one. Because I made you out of nothing. You was nothing. You was dirt. I formed you. I knew you before your mother did. I carried you 9 months. It wasn't your mother, it was me. Because I designed the body to do that. So it was me. I created all things, and all things was created through me. Change your mindset. God don't force anything on anybody. You can go to church every day. It won't change your mindset. You have to determine where you want to go in life. You have the opportunity now to be the greatest of all. You can be the greatest. See, Muhammad Ali said, I'm the greatest because he believed that. He changed his mindset. He didn't start off saying I was the greatest, but he changed his mindset. He did his thing to change. He said, now I'm a Muslim. See, he had to change his mindset. Whether we believe in Muslim or whatever, it doesn't matter. He had to change his mindset. He said, I got to go somewhere where I can get some teaching, when I can learn something about the creator. You can call him what you want, but he had to change his mindset to ought to be great. You have to change your mindset. And it's not about material thing. It's about a man. It's about a woman to stand up in spite of difficulty, in spite of trials and tribulation. See, success doesn't mean money. Success means who you are and where you come from and how far you come as a person. See, people love you because of your character. See, love comes in the form of character, not in things. If you got people loving you for things, then that's not love. They love for who you are. We love God for who he is, his character, rules and regulations, the suffering, the pain. We're going to have that. He told us that. He said, if you follow me, believe me, you're going to go through something. So don't worry about the trials and tribulation. You're going to have that. Whether it's cancer, diabetes, whatever it might be. You're going to have some kind of illness. But we all know if we live right and do his will, believe me, in the end, because that's what counts, not now. See, in the end, what counts, we're going to see the judge. And the judge is going to be in our favor. You ever went to court and you had favor? When you come to God, if you do right, you got favor. Don't you want favor? Then change your mind. Change who you are and who God is in you. Because God is in all of us. Whether we do good or bad, it doesn't matter. Paul said, when I want to do good, I do bad. Here's Paul, a great writer. If you don't believe what I'm saying, read it. Go to somebody and ask them who Paul was. If they don't know, then they haven't read it. Great writer, but he said, look, when I want to do right, I do wrong. He knew God. So yes, we're going to do wrong. We was born in sin. We're going to do wrong thing by deed or thought. Thought is what I think. That's a sin. It's what you think of something, okay, that is not right. Lust after something was material things, whatever. In God's eyes, say that's wrong. Say deed or thought. So if that's the only thing on your mind when you wake up is money, how I'm gonna get over on people, how much I can put in my pocket, how much I can have in my house, how many clothes I can have on my back, how many shoes I got, how many cars I got, how many rings and jewelry I got around my neck, in my ears. So you think about all that first thing you get up, all that stuff gonna perish. Because when you die, somebody else gonna take it and have a good time with it. Go sell it, go to the pawn shop, and have a good time. Collecting a few dollars for all that stuff you work for and stole and robbed and con people out of everything, scam people. See, change your mindset. Until you do that, you will never be successful. So I just want to say thank you this morning for listening. I went to the word, but I'm adding real life solution, real life thought that if you change your mindset, like in Romans, what God is saying, and then, man, he can bless you. See, because you're in the world, but now you're not of the world. You're in his world. You're seeking the kingdom. You're seeking right things. You're doing the right thing. You're helping people. You're encouraging people. You're praying for people. You can't change anybody, but you can pray for them. You can love them. See, loving people don't cost you nothing. You can still love someone. You don't have to be with them. I love everybody. I don't know people, but I still love them because I'm seeking the kingdom. And if I'm seeking the kingdom, one day we could be in the kingdom together. So if I hate you and you hate me, we're not going to be in the kingdom because God is about love. So change your mindset this morning. Wake up with a new mindset. Read, get an understanding so you can go further in life than what you ever had. God will give you favor, but you got to read. You got to get an understanding. You got to go to somebody or somewhere to get that because we don't know it all. We'll never know everything in the Bible. Never know everything what God is thinking. I don't care how much we read. I don't care how much we go to church. We'll never know what God is thinking because He said, "My thoughts are higher than your thoughts." But it's not stopping you from reading. It's not stopping you from getting the understanding. Change your mindset today and watch God work. I say God, not people. God. God will put people in your life, but it's God that does that. So today, I don't care what you're going through. I don't care who died. I don't care who's suffering. Change your mindset and watch what happens. You have joy and watch that person that is sick and going through. Watch the joy that they'll have because you got joy. See, joy is contagious. Love is contagious. See, hate will send you to hell, but love will send you to heaven. God bless you. May God have a blessing to His words.